Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. Today is the day of the Christmas quiz. So if you are free tonight at 7 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time, please be sure to tune in, and I have put the link up there to the Christmas quiz. There is prizes on offer. We're going to have a good 2 hours of fun. I'm going to be joined by some people as well, so that's going to be interesting. But as for today, I am going to be doing pack 11. This is the penultimate pack of the Agora Models release, Build in No Time to Die DB5. So as you can see, I brought the bodywork up here because we are going to be continuing on the bodywork this time, and then I believe in stage 12 we're going to be sandwiching everything together, and we're actually doing the machine guns for the headlights in the next stage as well, so we are almost there for that. Now this is available worldwide. I have put a link in the video description, and there is also that QR code on the screen. But without further ado, let's get cracking. So here is stage 85. I'm going to be fitting the, let's get this right, the left side strake, casing ejector ports and rear left lights. So let's open everything up. So first thing we've got are these casing ejector ports looking just like that. Now what I'm going to do is just move this over here, and I'm going to put a soft cloth rather than a mat on, because there is going to be a lot of turning the vehicle over today. So I'm probably just going to keep that there. But what I want to do, I have put tape just on the doors just to keep everything in control. I'm going to have it probably on the top camera here. We're going to be putting those into there. So it's just a case of grabbing one of these and pushing it in. So one there. And one there. That's how that's looking. And then I'm going to be taking the side strake, looking like that. That just gets pushed into the holes here and here. And that will fit underneath those sections we just put in there. Just put that to one side. Now you can see why I'm just using a mat, because I can just put that like that. And I'm going to be bringing over now the right light trim, which looks like this. So if I hold it this way around, it's going to be red, red, white. So let's put these in. They have got a little notch in them. So I've got one going in there. There's the second one. And that's the third one just there. Oh, as a matter of fact, my colour blindness is playing up. Okay, so right, what I need to do is pull out this middle one. You see, these are the struggles I have as a model builder. One is red and one is actually amber. I thought it was red. Oh my god. Okay, so the amber one, this is amber, is going on top. See the struggles I have. And then the red one, you know, I only noticed that because I read the instructions. I wouldn't have noticed that otherwise, because these really do look the same colour to me. Crazy. So there we go. Amber, red and white. The red is going to have the brake light, which is just this light here, or this LED. Put it in. I use my tweezers just to push that all the way down. Perfect. Now I want to bend this wire down so it's away from the screw post there. So that's looking like that. Put the mat down again, and that's going to be going in here. So the lead is going through the top hole, just like that. And I'm going to be pushing this into place here, so it fits flush in there, just like that. Turn this bodywork over. Quite simply, to hold that in, I've got a PS02 screw. And I'll screw that in here. And that is the end of that stage. Now I think what I'm going to do is actually bundle these two stages together, because in stage 86 we're doing exactly the same thing. So I will whiz through it this time. So once again, on the top camera, I'm putting the casing ejector ports into place. And then the side strake. Put that to one side. Put the lights in, remembering that the red one goes in the middle. And then I hope this is amber. I'm sure it's amber. I only can see it's amber when I shine a light through it, but there we go, amber, red, and then white. Put the LED in here. Use tweezers to help push that down. Push that away from the pillars there. So it looks like that. Bring over the car again. And this time, this one's going to be going in this side. So we're just going to put it through the hole at the top there. Push that in. And then secure that with one of these silver screws. And just showing you here, that's what that looks like when that's in. And that's all there is to do in that stage. Now I'm going to bundle the next two stages together as well, because we're going to do the right and left rear wheel arch. So let me get this out. There is a difference between them, because one of them I am just putting a little sticker on here. Now if I just open this up, I am going to need to bring over the interior of the vehicle. And that, my friends, looks just like that. Now this tiny bit here has got a bit of adhesive on it, so peel that off. And it's just going to go in front of the gear lever just here. So push that into place, that finishes that section off just like that. We don't have to use this anymore, I can put this back. Put my mat down again and turn the car upside down. So I'm going to be putting this wheel arch into place. Now what I want to do is take the lead for the rear light and put that through the hole just here. Like that. And then I'm going to be placing this into place here. So it fits perfectly in there. Now it is held in with one DSO2 screw. Just through the hole here. Get that in tight. There you go. That's all there is to do in that stage. So I'm going to leave it upside down and just move that off my workstation and bring over stage 88, which as you can see is for the other side now, but we do have another lead in here. Okay, so what I want to do is take this side of the wheel arch and this cable, cable 9. Now the end nearest to this sticker is going to go through this side just here. Push that through. Turn this over and then I want this cable bent round so it's actually going into the notch just there, as you can see. And I'm just going to hold that in place for a second while I bring the car back over. I want to take the lead from the light and that's going to be going up through this rectangular section here as well. And then push this into place. That's gone in. Excellent. As you can see, this lead's coming out the side there. Once again, DSO2 screw. Screw this in. And with that in, that's all there is to do in that stage. Again, put this to one side. Bring over stage 89. I'm going to be working on the boot hinge bracket. And the first thing I've got is this latch, which looks just like that. Now it can only fit in one way. It's going to go into, bring the car back over, into the car, just into these points here. And there we go. That's in place, but it is held in from the other side with a tiny PSO3 screw. So just get that screwed in from here. Excellent. Now I've got this rear frame to put in, which just goes over the top this way round, making sure that they come through these holes here. And they're going to be held in with PSO5 screws. They're going into the holes here. So one in this side. Actually, let's use my bigger screwdriver. Perfect, and just one on the other side. Now I've got these plugs, which look like this. They're going to push over the lug which goes through here, so it's fitting flush in there, just like that. Do the same with the one on this side. Perfect. I'm then going to be mounting the rear frame. So I've got some hinges here. Again, I'm going to show you this on the top camera. So the left one, which I've got here, is going to go in here just like that. And the right one, which has got an R stamped on it, is going to go in this side there. Now I need some DS10 screws because I'm going to be putting a bracket in now to hold these into place. So I'll gently put one screw in. I'm just going to put the other one in here. When it's lined up, I will then make sure I've tightened these as far as I possibly can. When that's in, put that to one side. Now I'm going to be working on the rear number plates. I've got some parts here that I need to cut off the sprue. Okay, first thing I want to do now is take the rear number plate mount and trim. And I'm just going to be putting this inside here. So it's going to fit in just like that. Now I've cut off these lenses from a sprue. They're going to be going with the lug side into the hole here, just on the bottom. So on this side, and one that side there. And I'm holding the middle sections in with PS03 screws. They're those tiny silver ones. You know, I don't know if you can hear, but we've got some really bad wind again here in the UK. So that's the lenses in, looking like that. I get to put the Aston Martin logo just into the position here, and this is just to push him. And it looks good. And that is all there is to do in that stage. In stage 90, I've got the boot lid. Big bit of metal this is, and I'm going to be fitting the boot lid carpet. Get this open. Look at that. And there's the carpet. Okay, let's just lie this down. The first part of the carpet I'm going to be putting on is going to be the semicircular area here. So I'm just going to line up the bottom edge first. Perfect. And then just get the rest of this off. Excellent. So that's one side in. I'm going to be just doing the same with the other side here. I do want to just poke out these holes. Now looking at the pattern that we've got here, I'm just going to do a dry fit to see how this goes. I think I'm going to line up this side here first. And I think that will make sure that all of the rest is going to line up. Okay, so I've only taken that much of the stickiness off. Let me get this in. Excellent. Should always be a carpet fitter. There you go, that's in place. And with that done, that's all there is to do in that stage. In stage 91 here, I'm going to be attaching the boot lid frame and front grille. So once again, I'm just going to put this cloth down, turn this over here, and this is the frame. Frame's going to be going on this way, just over these points like that. It's held in with two DS06 screws. I have them here, so one there and one this side. Put that to one side and bring over the car, and it's this front section that I'm working on now because I'm going to be putting the grille into place. It's just going to be going in here, so I'm putting the bottom in first, lining that up, and then I'll clip this into place. So when that's in, that should look like that. Excellent. That's all there is to do in that stage. Which means the final stage I've got here, which is stage 92, I believe. We're going to be working on the rear number plate. Now this is the electric number plate. Let's get this open. Now you've got two options here. You've got a non-electric one or an electric one. So in this one, we are working on the electric one. So first thing to do is on this section here, we have some protective film that we need to peel off just like that. Now this is going to be going into this bit of trim here. And it's going to fit in this way, just like that. Then I'm going to close it off by putting this side on, just through the blades at the end here, like that, and then that's going to clip that into place. What we do want to do is ensure that the blue area of the number plate is aligned perfectly, which mine actually is. I'm happy with that. It's going to be held in with some PS03 screws. Again, these are really, really tiny screws. Just into here. So one there and one there. So both the screws are in. That's looking like that. Now it's quite funny because we're moving away from that just so I can put this section here onto the boot, and it's obviously going to be going in, let's get that in this way round. So that's held in with PS03 screws. Again, these are those tiny, tiny silver ones. So one there and one here. Excellent, so that's how that looks. Then I'm going to be taking the electric number plate and putting the ribbon, being very careful with the ribbon, through this slot here. Perfect, get that all the way through, so then I can mount this into position just there. Now keeping that into place but turning it over here, so when we've got that, I just want to be taking this bracket like this. This is going to be going in this way. So I'm lining up the hole on this side just here. Now I'm holding that in with a PS14 screw. So just get that in there, make sure that's straight. Perfect, so that's going to hold now that number plate in place. I'm just polishing that to get my fingerprints off of it. And then I've got this section here where the circuit board's actually going to go. So what I need to do is just slide out this black section here that I've got where the ribbon cable is going to go. Now it doesn't need to slide out far, it only needs to slide out that far there. Okay, I know people are going to shout at me if I don't put a mat down. So I'm going to be putting this over the top of that bracket we just put in here. It's going to go in just like that, held in with PS14 screws. And I'll just mount this in here. Connect the ribbon cable up by pushing this into here. Use tweezers to help me here. Make sure it goes all the way in and it is level there. Once you're happy with it, close that bracket up so that ribbon cable can't fall out now. I do then get to put this onto the car. So I'm going to be mounting this underneath here. Perfect. And then screwing this into the position here with the DS11 screws. So if I get the inner ones in first, it will help to keep that into place. And then just do the outer ones. Now, the big cable that we've got coming out of here, that needs to be plugged into that circuit board. Let's get that in here. And then I want to make sure that this wire doesn't get pinched by securing it to the boot. So I've got these tabs here that go over these holes. So as you can see, hopefully on the top camera, that's in there just like that. So, just checking this shuts okay, it looks good. Let's turn this over. That's what it's looking like from that side. Opens and closes okay. That's all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. Now you know what, I deliberately don't look what's coming in the next pack, but pretty much that's what we've done today. That looks good, doesn't it? The reason I don't look is because I like to guess what we've got coming. So basically we're going to be connecting all the wires up in the last pack. We're going to be putting the headlights in with the machine guns, and then we're going to be piecing everything together. And we've still got this roof section here to put on as well. So yeah, quite a bit to do in the last pack, but that's going to be coming probably in the new year. I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Remember, join the Christmas quiz tonight. Take care.